On September 9th, 2022, I became a happy man. Why? Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was announced, and I love the series so much. But I wonder why I like that series so much. The announcement of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 reignited my passion for the series as I went through and played all the games again. And it made me realize how much I care for these characters and the world that they inhabit. I thought about creating a script to create a lot more of a structured way to express my love of the series, but I feel like that would do it a disservice. I want to fully explain my passion for this series, my love for this series, in the best way I can, and I feel like that way is to just go in without a script. Make it come from the heart. Why do I like this series? Why am I so invested in it? Hopefully, me just recording my thoughts will be able to help explain to the many people out there how much the series means to me. Replaying the games made me appreciate certain parts of these games so much more, from the combat, to the story, to the world. It all initially hooked me with this, but now replaying it made me appreciate it so much more. All the little details, and how everything was so interconnected very well, and I just can't help but I like this series a lot. And when Xenoblade Chronicles 3 got announced, I was so happy. I was giddity, I was just happy. I can't really explain it anything else. And for the past week or more, I was just been scrolling around for any new information. I want to know about this game. I want to know how it plays. I want to know its worlds. And I want to see how the worlds of Xenoblade 1 and 2 play a role into this new world. And how everything will finally come to a close. I want to know. I really want to know. Speaking about the story, it's really good. From the beginning to the end. From the long-term and the short-term goals, to all the twists and turns that you experience throughout your journey. All of its characters and its worlds are connected in a way where it feels satisfying and had enough hints throughout the story that when it's finally revealed to you, you just audibly gasp. But it doesn't come as that much of a surprise to you. It feels natural. It feels right. Yet, it still surprises you. It's really good. Next up are the characters, and say what you will about their designs. They're eye-catching. They grab your attention. From there, they build upon it, introducing different character traits or motivations for these characters that make them become likable, and you want to see them grow from where they're at. You want to see them be better. That's why I like Rex. That's why I like Shulk. That's why I like Melia. That's why I like Pyramithra. That's why I like Nia. That's why I like Dunman. All these characters, you want to see them grow. You want to see them the best they can be. And when they do get down in the dumps, you want to see them push through that failure. You want to see them do well. You want to see them grow. That's what makes these characters so great. You become so invested into their stories that you can't help to be invested in it. You can't help to just be happy for them once they do get what they like. Once they do succeed in their struggles. That's what's so great about them. The world building in the Xenoblade series is so great. From Xenoblade Chronicles 1, we have two giant figures just locked in an eternal battle. But once that battle ended, they became the landmasses for the people in that world. To Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where you have the Titans and how different they are from each other, and how they live on them from their backs to inside their stomach to under the cloud sea. It's all so very interesting that you can't help to get invested into the world, and you wonder how they get around these sort of situations. How do they adapt to these situations? How do these people live in this world? And sometimes the answer that they come up with in the series is really good. With Xenoblade being a JRPG series, it really respects the time that you put into it. The more that you put into it, the more you learn about the world, its characters, and how in-depth everything goes. The more time you invest, the more you feel satisfied with the way the world is, and the more you feel connected with its characters. It respects your time. It allows you to go even further too. Everything feels connected, and that's why the theory makers out there for the Xenoblade series have so much fun, because everything feels connected. And to the point where the theories that they do make, and if they end up being correct, it feels that much more satisfying. There's enough there where it satisfies you for the moment, and it can satisfy you even later if you end up being right with its theories. Enough is set up where it appreciates your time, and from the sequels from there on out, from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to 2 and now to 3, it respects the time that you put in and appreciates you for doing so. So now you get this final climax in Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that will hopefully deliver in September. And not even hopefully, it's going to deliver in September. It's going to be the build-up of everything. And it already done so much with the trailer that people have made hour-long analysis videos with just that 90-second trailer. It's delivering so much in yet such little fragments, but it still feels enough. It still feels so great. We have to talk about the music in the Xenoblade series. It is really outstanding. From its great battle themes, from You Will Recall Our Names, You Will Remember Our Names, mechanical rhythm, Still Move Forward. It's all really good. But even then, all of its emotional music is all really good. Drifting Soul in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the build-up, and how it's used from almost the beginning of the game, the beginning chapters, to the end where you understand why the lyrics are the way they are, and how it perfectly captures the characters' motivations and the feelings throughout the story. It does it so well that their motivations are all in there in that song, but you never realize it. You just realize in the beginning it's just a beautiful song. But now, later on, at the end of the game, you finally understand its lyrics. You finally see where the characters are and how they've grown. And you realize how much of it is just right there in front of you. How much of it is a build up, whether it be through a leitmotif or just right there in front of you. It's really good. It respects your ears. It gives you such a good boost in motivation or such an adrenaline rush during battles. It's just good. I think the most important thing about the Xenoblade series to me is where I was at when I first got into the series. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I had learned about Shulk through Smash Bros. And a series and wanted to get into it. And then I met Rex, someone who is in a very similar headspace to me. 15 years old, was very optimistic, and wanted to help out whenever he can. And the journey that he went through played a part in my life as well, learning to accept others and forgive them for what they've done, and showing how important life is as well. To be able to go to the person who you might have hurt, or they might have hurt you, and just be able to accept their life and be able to forgive them regardless of what they did, how they could have hurt you or how you hurt them. Just the idea of forgiveness and life in that game really impacted me and inspired me to really just go out and learn everything about the series, and now I really like it. It's one of my favorite JRPGs now, and I can't help but to thank it enough. It taught me lessons that I'm still actively learning about to this day, and it just played a role in my life.
Why don't you just let it go? Who do you think you're doing this for?
I'm doing it for myself. If it helps put smiles on people's faces, helps them live their lives together, then that's my role in this world!
I can't stress enough how much the Xenoblade series has played in my life, and the lessons that it gave me, how I was almost in that exact same headspace to learn these messages, and to be able to actually put them into practice, and how I'm still actively learning from them. It gave me so much to look on and so much to dwell on that I'm just grateful for it. And hopefully what this video proved to myself and to the people out there why we love this series so much, why we think the Xenoblade series is so beautiful. It is time for me to start walking from this point on.
Search for me. I wish that I find myself soon.
Hi, thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much.